I'm starting my hike at Iroquois Park on this cool Friday morning. Perfect weather for hiking. My oldest grandson has 2 baseball games today that I'm gonna go watch, so I don't have time for a long hike. But a short hike is better than no hike at all. I didn't hike yesterday. I walked with my wife and we stayed on the road. See my first deer of the morning. It was on the trail, but it ran off before I could get my camera out. It's stopping for a bite to eat. Looks like a doe. Yeah, it is a doe. It's watching me. Now it's walking off. But it's not running off. Looking around to see if I see any others, and I don't. I'm not gonna follow that deer. I'm going to do a little off-trail hiking now. Ooh, I see another deer way down the hill, or 2 deer. I think they ran off. Oh, there's one there. This one's a young buck. I know this little buck wasn't alone, but I think the other ones ran off. Hello, little guy. Where'd the other ones run off to? He doesn't know what to make of me, but he's staying close to me. Oh, there's one of the others. I'm not going to go up there and look around. I don't have time. There goes that little buck. Same direction I'm going. There goes that little buck. He's still in front of me, but pretty far away from me now. There he goes. I can't believe this weather. This would be a great morning for a long hike. But I don't have time for a long hike. I think I'll cross this gully down here, then head off in that direction. I was out here hiking pretty far away from the golf course and I found a golf ball. Normally I'd hike up in that area, but I don't have time this morning. I'm hiking up a steep hill now. Last time I was here I found deer in this area, but I don't see any this morning. But like I always say, they roam around so much they could show up anywhere. It's all about being at the right place at the right time. Now I'm gonna hike down this hill. I'm looking down the hill and I found one bedded down. I think this is a doe. She's bedded down chewing her cud. I'm looking around and I don't see any others. And she just got up. I'm pretty close to her and she's not running off. It's a beautiful doe. I'm gonna walk around her on my way down the hill. She still hasn't run off. She's not at all concerned about me being here. I'm down the hill and I look behind me, and there she is. I'm gonna go down here and cross the gully. I crossed the gully, now I'm gonna hike up another steep hill. I'm about halfway up. I'm hoping to find some deer up here. With deer, I'm never satisfied with what I find. I'm always looking for more. That's what makes hiking fun for me. Since I'm going to cut this hike short this morning, I might not find any more, but I do enjoy looking for them. This is the steepest part of this hill. This trail leads up to Summit Field, and that's where I'm going. I'm approaching my favorite rest stop. I'm making my way up to Summit Field. Made it up to Top Hill Road, and there's Summit Field. Well, they finally came up here and cut the grass. I see the wild prairie rose is still here. Found an eastern box turtle out here in Summit Field. There's Summit Field. There's a lot of milkweed there. There's a little pond up there that's probably almost dried up. And there's Jacob's Lodge. Looks like all the milkweed is blooming, but it's too early in the day for the butterflies. But the bees are here. And the hummingbird moths. Here's a hummingbird moth. But no butterflies. But they'll show up sometime today, probably in the afternoon or late morning. Here's another bee. There was some thistle. I think that's it right there. Someone came and cut it off. It's not a native plant, and the Olmsted Parks people might have come up here and cut it off. There's some wild bergamot bee balm. I don't see any bees on it or butterflies on it yet. But they'll probably visit it sometime today. See a big buck up here standing in Summit Field. Out in the tall grass. There he goes walking off. Can just barely see him. There he goes. Still pretty close to me. I think that's him there. Yeah, that's him. I've got the tick spray on my clothes. If I didn't have that on my clothes, I wouldn't be out here in this field. Hard to follow them in this tall grass. They can disappear pretty fast. Those big antlers make it a little easier. But yeah, I think I have enough pictures and video. I'm gonna get out of this mess. Yeah, he just disappeared. There he goes. I found him again. There he goes, trotting off. He didn't go far. That was fun, but it's cutting me short on time now. I need to get home. I just looked at my pictures of that buck and I just realized that was the buck that has the double main beam. I've got a million pictures of that buck. He usually poses for me. And he didn't run away from me this morning. This is the butterfly way station. And I think they finally got a lot of plants in here that attract butterflies. Took them a while. This is the first time I noticed this sign. I'm gonna hike this red trail, or what I call the Boy Scout Bridge Trail, and then go home. That buck with the double main beam is one of my favorite bucks. I hadn't seen him for a while, so that made my day finding him this morning. I hear a woodpecker looking up in the tree and I don't see it. Too many leaves in the way. That buck roams around a lot. I've found him all over this park. That buck likes to spar with the other bucks, and I've captured him on video sparring with several different bucks. But during the rut, it's not playfully sparring. He's been in some battles. He has a big scar on his forehead from one of those battles. In the past, he's broken the tips off of his antlers fighting. I'm approaching the North Overlook. It's still a little smoky from those fires in Canada. Not much of a view this morning. I'm taking a shortcut down to my car. I'm getting close to the Corbley Trail. Made it down to the Corbley Trail. I see Uphill Road and Rundle Road over there. I'm on Rundle Road now. I see the golf course parking lot where I'm parked. It's time for this old man to go home.